The easiest way to get tens or hundreds of thousands of extra views is through clips. Today, this is a necessary part of content that has huge advantages, and channels that use it are already getting excellent results, provided they follow a few factors. Now I'm going to explain and show you all of this in practice, so let's go. Clips are the creation of reels from long-form videos or podcasts. With them, you don't need to write scripts or film content, and the views can be huge. Plus, views on the original videos grow as well. The main reason why shorts and clips are so relevant right now is that short-form content is currently at its peak popularity, because quite a lot of viewers from the mass audience prefer not to watch long videos, but specifically choose short-form content and watch shorts, reels, and TikToks. Even though they usually have lower quality and less value, people still prefer them because they are simply interesting to watch. And if you don't like something, you just swipe up and you're already watching the next video. So you can simply take advantage of this and benefit from it. To make a regular video for YouTube or another platform, you need to find an idea, write a script, then film it, edit it, make revisions, write a description, create a thumbnail, and so on. But the thing is, once you've already done all that hard work, you can multiply your results several times over using those same clips because the content is already done and all you need to do is convert it into a short vertical format. Over time, I've created hundreds of clips manually. And I've also watched clips on various channels, and I can say that several factors influence the popularity and views of a clip. Let's start with YouTube analytics. Two factors are important there. The first is how many viewers decided to watch your video. That is, how many viewers didn't swipe away at the very beginning of the video. And the second is retention. That is, how many viewers watched until the end and how many of them dropped off halfway through the video. And it is precisely these two metrics that you need to work on to improve the first one. So in order for the viewer not to switch away from your video but to stay on it, you need to start the video with some kind of hook or get straight to the point. Yes, it turns out that hooks and titles aren't actually mandatory. They work well, but when a person starts right away with the essence of an important topic, that also performs well. And also, in principle, the picture in the first few seconds should be decent. Good lighting, good quality, and not just a screen recording. But to improve the second metric, that is retention, we need to work on the meaning, on the actual composition of the video. The most interesting thing is that we can even take a hook from the beginning of a video about a certain topic, and then take the core for the shorts from an absolutely different part of the video but about the same topic. And also, editing is necessary because in Reels and TikTok, the dynamics of the video are important. It's important to add subtitles, inserts, music, and other elements that are characteristic of your style. And if you do everything right, viewers will like your video, you'll have good analytics, and YouTube will promote your video. But it's important to keep in mind that you need to look for hooks or topics for a broad, maximally broad audience, because with a niche topic, you won't get many views by default. For clips, podcasts are actually perfect because there's so much to work with. There's a high probability that there will be interesting moments there, because in a 10 to 20 minute video, there might not be any interesting moments, whereas in a podcast, they are highly likely to be there, because in podcasts, topics often change during the conversation, and there are also many punchy, triggering moments that are needed for views. There is another format that's also often used in clips. These are clips from streams. Usually there are fewer good moments here than in a podcast, and they aren't of such high quality. But still, if the stream was conversational, in a talking head format rather than a screen share, you can make some pretty good clips out of it. But remember that it's important to choose moments where the context is immediately clear. In other words, if you showed your short or reel to a random person on the street, they should immediately understand the context without needing to watch the full video to get the point or the meaning. This is very important and affects your views. And if you just want to provide a link to your video and get ready to post reels, just message me. My contact information's in the description. I'll help you with creating clips, editing reels, YouTube videos, and podcasts. It's all simple, straightforward, and high quality. Get in touch. I'll leave my contact details in the description. How do you find strong moments the right way? The simplest, most basic, standard way is to just sit down, watch the video in its entirety, and mark the timestamps of interesting moments that could potentially be used for reels. But there is also an interesting way to automate all of this. So first of all, we generate subtitles. You can do this in DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, on various websites, or simply download the subtitles from the YouTube video. We download them in SRT format and just change the file extension to .txt. It's important here that you have file extensions enabled so you can see them. And then we just write a prompt like this to ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, or another neural network and send it our TXT file. We can customize the prompt to our liking, change the number of moments, examples, and so on. Then we send all of this to the AI, it analyzes it, and sends us, for example, 10 timestamps. We then check them manually, and for example, select 5 good ones from them. This really speeds up the work if you have a long podcast or a multi-hour stream. But how do you actually edit these clips? You can use simple programs like CapCut or Filmora. They are better suited if you are editing just for yourself. Or DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro if you want a cooler, professional edit. Besides that, you can use AI services for clipping. They usually handle it very poorly because they'd simply find very bad, uninteresting moments. But on the plus side, you can use them to add subtitles to a finished video clip, as well as add music and B-roll there. You can do all of this in Submagic. You just upload the file there, choose a subtitle template, and then if you want, add your own effects. You just need to have a pre-cut clip ready, say 40 or 50 seconds long. Ideally, you should first remove absolutely all pauses, all mistakes, all stumbles, and so on. The next step is to do camera animation. That is, zooming in and out to hide the cuts. Next, we add various animations, inserts, and so on. If you have more time and want to put in the effort, you can do animations and get creative here. If you want it quick and simple, then just add various B-roll footage. You can find them on sites like Mixkit, Pixabay, Pexels, Envato, and Storyblocks. In the final stage, we adjust the audio so it's not too loud or too quiet, add music, and generate subtitles. Ideally, you should make the subtitles 1 or 2 words at a time, with or without a little animation. And that's it, your video's ready. I just recommend editing 4 to 6 shorts at once so that you spend much less time in total. If you don't need all of this and just want to get the result, then again, just message me. My contact information is in the description, and I can help you with creating clips. But the most interesting thing is that if you post the same videos on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, they will get completely different views because they have different audiences and different metrics that influence views. While watch time is important on YouTube, meaning long videos are good, on Instagram, 15 to 20 second videos often take off. So just experiment with video length. But the most important thing is that no matter the length, the video should be interesting for the viewer to watch. If you look at unsuccessful clips, those that didn't get any views at all or got very few, it's usually because of very poor audio or video quality, or a beginning that's too drawn out and boring. Furthermore, clips boost account views. For example, on Instagram, if one of your clips takes off, the next few videos will also perform better and people will watch your stories as well. And YouTube has a really cool feature that allows you to increase views on your long-form videos. You can simply create a button that links to the video. If a viewer likes your clip, they click through to the full video and watch that too, where you can then sell your product, service, and so on. And also, to build up your audience, we can include a call to action in the description or in the final frames. For example, subscribe to the Telegram channel with its handle, or watch the full video on YouTube along with a preview of that video. This increases conversion, but the extra seconds at the end can hurt your view counts. You'll need to test this specifically on your own channel. Well, that's it. Now you know enough to implement this new type of content on your channels. You can order or discuss editing services using my contact information in the description, and be sure to check out these videos as well.